Okay, here we are in Skyrim at um, Riften Stables, and I'm going to run through a very handy way of doing a particularly handy
This should be
quest.
good.
Particularly handy quest. So there's a spell tome called Detect. A spell called Detect Life, which is kind of handy for sneak characters in a dungeon. You can detect creatures that you can't see, and that detect life spell is difficult to get hold of. It's a high level spell, but it's a reward for a particular quest at Trevas Watch. I can't remember the exact quest. If we go to a place called Trevas Watch here, I think it's somewhere. Is it the first island or the second one? We'll say it's here. We'll find it anyway. And Trevas Watch, if you go and in Trevas Watch, the owner of the castle has been thrown out by an enemy. And what we could do is, if we go through the tunnels into the dungeon and then out the castle, we can open the gate. And when we open the gate, his men rush in and free the castle. That's a long, tough battle through all the bandits inside. But there's a shortcut. I'm not going to show you that. So just so we're clear at the start, um,
I'm
we're playing here on legendary difficulty, and I'm playing with a Breton,
out of here.
and so we're only level 2. It doesn't matter what level we are, because now level 2 character would never make it through the dungeon of Trevas Watch, but we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, my character is actually a vampire. That's because that gives you extra abilities with the bloodworm helmet. I'm not using that at all. It doesn't matter if you're a vampire, it's not at all, but you don't even have to be particularly good at sneak. So let's go. Let's head off towards our destination. We just have to ride along Lake Honrich, and it's an easy ride because we just blast along here and dodge a few wolves, and then when we get to Trevor's Watch, then we'll initiate the quest. Oh, Canis Route. There's a road here somewhere. In a minute we'll pick up on the lakeside road again. My character hasn't even done driving lines and I don't even shout yet. It's a really early game character.
Give 'em the dogs, boys.
Baldur's Tooth, that's the first castle.
Ain't this a surprise?
And there's a number of quests you should always do at the start of the game which don't require any combat. You're picking up things like easy staffs to build up your character, picking up the magic resist from the Book of Love quest. There's a number of those quests you should always do before you start adventuring. And really, if you want to be a sneak and you want to have some extra, detection powers, this quest is one of them that you should do, because it can be done at the early level without any real skill, without any real tough combat skills or super sneak abilities or powers or shouts. It's just a matter of finding the right path. So we'll cross the river here, and then we'll basically, so you look at our map. Yeah, I had the wrong location. I know it's actually up here somewhere. We ride along here and we'll find another bridge. The next bridge we find, we'll cross that and we'll be at Treva's Watch. Here we are. And you can see the castle there just in front of the old castle, and there's a small camp here which is the refugee owner, quest giver. is Stelio.
Are you here to help? I was expecting more, though. You'd better be good. Good. The place is crawling with bandits. We lost some good men trying to take it earlier. I suspect Brurid planned this. There's been bad blood between us since the king's death. But to invade my home, kidnap my family... The front gate is locked, so you'll need to use the mine entrance behind us. Open the front gate, and we'll try and give you some support. My family is everything to me. Clear the fort, and on top of the posted reward, you can have whatever items you'd like. I wish good luck.
Okay, so infiltration. So the plan is that I go through this mine entrance, use the back door to gain access. And the plan is that I would go all the way. Oh, come on. That's the escape tunnel. And what the normal plan route is to go down here. You see the guards up there. You have to bypass those guards and fight you all the way through the whole fortress. Now you have to go down that tunnel to trigger the quest. You can't skip that bit. But now we're going to go back up. What I'm going to do is go up the hill. And it's one of those weird things with Skyrim fortresses. The vast majority of them back onto a hill. I don't want to start fighting with the bandits here. The vast majority of them back onto a hill. Climb up the hill, then run down and jump onto the little hut, which is the gatehouse for the gatehouse. And when you get into the gatehouse, you press the lever. You immediately run for it. So now I'm going to put on my shrouded hood to sneak a little bit. It's not really necessary. Shrouded boots, yeah. So, and my character can actually go invisible because I've got Embrace of Shadows, the vampire invisibility, but I'm not going to use that because you don't need that. I'm just going to show how generically I can do it. You don't even really need to sneak in. It would be just as worthwhile if you ran the whole. It's kind of a speed run type of tactic. You can run the whole thing. I will do one thing just to make it easy for myself. I'll have a flame action on my staff. I can use that to distract the enemy. Again, you don't need that if you want to be really efficient. You do everything, it's just a smash and grab. This just makes it easier. Now you will get spotted.
So much easier to run.
So I can
Okay,
stab you in the
then
back.
we can use my action now. Open the gate. Oh. See, now Stalio's men come in
I'll rip your heart out.
and let them fight. You don't have to fight anybody.
Give up what you can.
Again, I'm just throwing my action off to help out.
Victory or Solengard!
You're as good as dead.
Now, if you want to, you've got a combat character or you've got a mage, you can hold your tongues to help out.
Let's see what you've got.
Think you can take me?
But the main point is you've done everything in 3 minutes instead of like half of it. That's what all on your own.
Sure have mercy on you. Let's see what you've got.
Now Stalio's going to win. We're going 3-1 now.
Victory or Solengard!
You sure Stalio's probably indestructible. That's it.
No.
Go on,
Not
buddy
like
dog.
this.
You go help Stalio.
I'll mount your head
Just say
on
if
my
you are,
wall.
yeah.
You're as good as dead.
Sometimes if I'm being very reckless, I just run around with an archery target, which distracts the enemy with the actual fighters to kill them. And there's nobody left, is there? Okay, that was bit one. Stallion, it's all over. Stallion is returned to his position.
Don't like those eyes you got.
Yeah,
There's a
there you go,
bad
Stallion.
hunger to them. You're asking for
40
trouble
zeros.
walking around with danger. Thank you for your help. Did you see my family inside?
No, I didn't see them in there. Oops,
Hopefully they made it to safety before the attack. I'll begin the search after a quick restock. Anyway, here is your reward. Thanks again. You're asking for trouble walking around
There we
with
go.
danger.
Spell tone detect life. Live by living creatures, but not undead. Machines or data can be seen through walls. Now this is a fairly high level. Well, is it high level spell? That's the value, not the magic. Let's have a look at it. Magic. It's an alteration spell. Yeah. It's an adept level spell. Now here I am at level 2, and I have an adept level spell. And of course the cost is hideous, but you can do that. You can sort that out through other means of fortifying and increasing your magicka. Point is, you have a very handy adept level spell, especially for sneak or sneak characters. Okay, nearby living creatures, but not undead. Machines or data can be seen through walls. Very handy if you're wandering through a dungeon. You need to know where the enemy are. Okay, so that's that done. I'm all done in 12 minutes. So let's wrap.